Have you ever wondered how you fare against your industry and why that information is important? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you why using industry benchmarks can help you identify areas where you need to improve so that your cash flow doubles, your profits triple, and ultimately your business accelerates. This is a video you do not want to miss, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, Octavia Connor, the #1 virtual CFO and the CEO of Say Yes to Profits, a virtual accounting firm that helps multi-six-figure businesses cross the $1 million mark sooner than they think and pay little to nothing in taxes. Now, in today's video, we're going to look at the profit and loss statement and industry benchmarks. So let's say that this is an event and wedding planning business. And for this particular company, their revenue is $300,000. Their cost of goods sold is $150,000. Their gross profit $150,000, and their expenses total $100,000. And this is the breakdown of their expenses. Based on these numbers, they have a bottom line net profit of $50,000. Okay, simple, right? Now, we're looking at an industry benchmark based on the revenue range in which this particular company falls in. So this company, again, is earning $300,000. The industry benchmarks is for companies ranging from $300,000 to $400,000 in annual revenue. And basically what this is telling you is that companies within this revenue range spend this amount in each of these categories. So how does your company fare against the industry? Okay, let's take a look. So for a company that is earning between $300K and $400K, their cost of goods sold normally ranges about 45%. That's 45% of the total revenue. So 45% of 300,000 will be 135,000. Their GP, their gross profit, is usually 55%. 55% of 300,000 is 165,000. So what is this telling you? Well, based on this example, your cost of goods sold, or our example profit and loss statement, cost of goods sold is $150,000. Industry standards, $135,000. You're spending way more in that area than you actually should. Because industry standards is $135,000, their gross profit is then $165,000. Your gross profit is $150,000. This is basically saying that you're spending too much in this area and it needs to decrease. Okay? Let's look at your expenses. So again, based on 300K, they're spending about 20% of that on wages. That's going to be $60,000. For facility costs are rent, utilities, everything that falls under that facility as an expense, okay? So they're spending 5% in facility costs and 5% in insurance. 5% of 300,000 is $15,000. And other are all of the other expenses that falls out of these different categories that we have here. They're at 3%. 3% of 300,000 will be $9,000. And then their net profit is 20%. 20% of 300,000. 20% of 300,000 will be $60,000. So how is our example wedding and event planning business doing? Let's take a look. Wages is $70,000. Industry standards, $60,000. Rent is $18,000. Industry standards is $15,000. Insurance is $7,000. Industry standards, $15,000. Other is $5,000. Industry standard is $9,000. This is saying your wages, you're spending too much money here. This needs to decrease. Your rent or facility costs, spending too much money. This needs to decrease. Your insurance, you're doing good. We don't want to go up. We want to keep this the same. Other, you're doing good. We don't want to go up. We're going to keep this the same, or you're going to decrease it. Okay, either keep it the same or go lower. We're not going higher. Now your net profit is $50,000. You're below your industry. Your industry net profit, based on our example, is $60,000. So this example is telling you you need to decrease these areas so that your bottom line increase. You need to increase your revenue so that your bottom line increase, because you are below your industry standards in multiple areas. The goal is to meet your industry standards, then exceed them. You never want to be below. Now, I know I jam-packed a lot in this one video. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to click our questions page and ask them, or leave your questions below and I will answer your questions. If you would like a glimpse into how we can help you use your industry benchmarks to grow your business, to increase your cash flow, boost your bottom line, then go to sayyes2profits.com/session and schedule your complimentary discovery session today. This has been Octavia Connor, the #1 virtual CFO. And when I say yes, you say to profits. Let me hear you. Say yes to profits.